Alright, 30 hours remaining. If we go... What is this? Achievements. Oh, that's just Steam achievements. Get rid of that. Now, if we go to agents. Decker is doing pretty well. He's got his buster chip and his cloak, they're all working, he's got all the skills he needs. International, we want to give her hacking level 3 to use that. She's the only one who's anywhere near to have hacking level 3. Makes sense for her to have hacking because she gets extra power points and she's the one who can hack remotely because of this orc. I think in early access, this, or maybe just one part of this, was an inventory item. I think she had an org and an inventory item, and I think the org was sensing through walls and the inventory item was the remote hacking thing, or maybe the other way around. And they've merged it now, wisely I think, it didn't make a lot of sense. So, gotta do that. I want her to have more hacking anyway, just for the extra points. Plus, this will let us take out drones and things. And I've gotta say, this is the thing you place on the ground. I think you just have to put it down where you are. I don't think you throw it. I don't know for sure. So she's got to get close to drones. So cloaking would be another logical choice. Because this cloaking rig is no good for Deckard. It's worse than his. I suppose you could use both because they got different cooldowns. I didn't actually think about that. Should I see if that's even? I mean, he'll be slowed down by that, but it's got one with a 10-turn cooldown and one with an 8-turn cooldown. Could be both. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. So I'm not in a lot of situations where I've used up my cloak and I wish it could be reused. We did have one already, but more often I just don't use the cloak at all. But he has a reason to use the cloak to use the bus, so to get close to things with a buster chip, and International has a reason to get close to things to EMP them. I don't think that's any use for detonates at the end of the turn. I'm wondering if you, can you use that on a safe? I guess we'll try it out, we'll just have to experiment. I'll try and do the easiest mission I can next, because that was a level 3, the last one we did, so if there's any level 2s left, I'd love to do those. So yeah, this only requires speed level 2. It's only 500 credits. Oh, let's just see what monster has.
Go way back. She ever
He's
tell
got
you how we met? I was her chief.
Shut up! I'm not even talking to you. I've left your shop. I've gone home. I'm not listening. Alright, losing me 1500 for impulse buys, and we've got a lot of equipment. I would like... Oh, we'd really like a taser for Shalom, or a better gun for Shalom would be good. So he's only got 2 shots left for that thing. We can buy charger packs from pretty much any shop. I'd love to give him... I'd like him to give him like a lethal piercing weapon, because then he would be able to pierce through 2 layers of armor, which is useful for both heavily armored guards and heavily armored drones, and also he would be able to attack drones, which right now he can't. So I think that's it. I'm not being particularly extravagant in the grand scheme of things, leaving 1500 money in the bank, but this is the most I've ever spent, I think. So now, that's level 3. Okay, that's level 2. Security dispatch.
This is a regional security office, so expect hardened resistance.
High-valued item to better equip your
High-level
agents.
security operatives
Pretty
may
tempting.
have specialized gear that we can repurpose.
Just one. Oh, interesting. So you break in, and then you like sort of unlock a blueprint, and then you go to a shop, and it'll dispense it for free. Slightly weird concept, but that's... I'm almost certainly going to do that. It's close, it's what I want, it's easy. Server farm, I mean, yeah, but no. It's got a picture of a taser on it,
This is a
and we need a
regional
taser,
security office,
so it's
expect
destiny. We're going. Oh wow, cool splash screen.
Transport beams moving up.
Let me just double check that this is recording.
And reintegration of hosts.
Yes. Locate the guard office. says that's a primary objective, but I think they're all optional, aren't they? Oh, how weird. Deckard and International have the same AP. Never seen that before, because he usually starts with such a huge advantage. Wow, lots of doors. I guess we'll take one each. And Deckard can open his first. A commenter told me, this is a comment on the first video, and I've recorded 2 more since then, before I saw this comment, but blue icons cost you an action point, and yellow icons don't. So that's how you tell what's going to cost. And that's awesome. As soon as you know that, the whole system works. Oh, look at that! I didn't even mean to peek through first, I meant to open first, but it's a good job I did. Can we predict him? So blue, going to cost me an action point. Let's see, it is just 1 action point, right? He's got 3 AP now. If I click it, he's got 2 AP. He's coming right through here, so better get into stabby mode. Taser stabby mode. This chat. We'll just open it. That's a complete dead end. What a waste of time that is. You can't really go anywhere else though. So she is going to open that and look through there, and it's a turret and a dude. And presumably only the agent who's looking at the person can, can predict their movements. Oh, she's not going to go anywhere else, is she? So let's do that. He's coming this way! What do you know? Okay, I think that's good. You can hack the turret to shoot them, but shooting people is a big deal. As in all good games. Oh, let's EMP the turret! Once we get there. This is one of my many faults as a Invisible Ink player, is I frequently forget what I have. And like, I'll buy something, get really excited about it, and then just never use it because I just completely forget I have it. Okay, so Deckard's got 6 extra action points. It's fucking ridiculous. The only thing that's not great about using an EMP here is that we gotta wait a turn basically. And then does it tell me? It doesn't tell me how long it disables them for. Presumably just 1 turn, which is not that great, really, is it? It'll let us slip by once, but then we'd need to do it again on the way back, so we're gonna have to hack it, really. Well, if Deckard can make it over there, he'd be quite useful because I want him to identify the demon, if indeed he can. Hack. Oh, he's got a buster chip, of course. I could use that. Huh. That's better than the MP thing, isn't it? Why? This makes no sense. The buster chip was really cheap. The EMP thing was really expensive. This thing permanently hacks the thing. EMP temporarily does it. You know what I'm thinking now? Is that we should just try the EMP because we just need to know how it works. I'm going to try it. Oh cool, she can grab some power. Quite a lot of power. Prime. Okay, so it's going to affect that camera. We don't know if that's real yet or not. What's the cooldown? 8 turns, that's mad. Well, we're going to do it. Experiment in a safe situation. And then she might as well go back. We'll leave the door open. And we'll have Charlem sit on this guy. You could even drag him. I mean, we could drag him to the exit room. I don't know how much help that is. I guess let's go a bit closer because I'm going this way anyway. Alright, let's see how EMP works. Oh, wow! Well, we learned something interesting there, didn't we? Disables his heart monitor. So you can EMP someone and then kill them freely? That's amazing! What a combo that would be. So, like, not for everyone, but just for, like, a really troublesome guard who... Remember the last mission? We had a guy where we shot him I suppose this just depends what weapon you use, but we shot him and it said he was knocked out for 1 turn, so he's going to get back up next turn, which is fucking crazy. Or maybe it was a turn, I mean it said 1, but maybe that meant 2. So yeah, just being able to like EMP him and then have Shalom like shoot him with a lethal weapon would be great. Pickups, it turns out. Now, what does this say? Reboot 2! That's 2 turns, that's great! Scouting ahead with Internationale, because she knows where electronic things are. What if that?
Warning.
Oh. Okay, what's he got? Nothing. Oh, he's got fucking grenades! We need to not alert him in any way, because he's a fucking lunatic. So this says reboot 2. Certainly won't come back online at the end of this turn. Would it come back online at the end of the next turn, or the end of the turn after that? I don't know. If we... Can't Deckard see him? Well, he's got 2 AP, so he can both peek and predict. Stationary. Oh, that's good news. In a way. Drop the body and come through as quickly as possible. No real point in sitting on either one of them because they're both going to wake up at the same time. And so he's going to go... Oh! That guy turns around now, I'm kind of boned. Well, let's shut the door then.
Warning.
Neither of them can go into ambush mode. Okay, so Deckard should take him out because, oh yeah, his weapon's only just recharged. And he will get a bunch of action points for doing it, which is great. Let's see what he had. He had a pass card, which old Shalom should get ready, although Deckard could use it this turn. There's no particular reason to be any rush though. Let's move Internationale first because she can go further so we can get her out of the way. And I think I'm actually tempted to kind of double back and just get a better sense for this area we're in right now before we move on. It's just a regular guard. Oh, so he doesn't even have a heart monitor. He's a man we can freely kill. Well, nothing else to do with my points, so let's see where he's going. He's going out there, so that's nice. No need to bother with him. I guess she might as well go into ambush mode, just to be certain. And Deckard can go wherever the hell he likes. And I guess, I should have done this before Internationale, but I guess I'm going to go this way. We're going to peek, and we're going to open. I peeked first, because if someone was looking this way, they might see Internationale. And there's a fucking drone! Deckard could bust a chip as a drone. There's no desperate reason to do that. Oh, there's only one thing. And actually we're nearly at the cap of our... Oh, I disabled the hack thing? Oh, that's weird, because I'd already tapped it. What is that one? That's the facility database. So that is the map. Could be useful. What do we think about hacking that camera drone? It's a bit overkill, we're kind of wasting one of the points. But... I don't know, it appeals to me somehow. Get us extra scouting this turn. Unfortunately, if he goes and scouts and finds some threats, then Deckard would be completely exposed, so maybe it's not such a good idea. Let's observe him. He's stationary. Yeah, interesting. So we don't really care about him that much. In that case...
Warning.
Oh, well maybe Deckard's not going to wait there. Oh, let's bring Charlem through. And he can't quite sit on that guard, so there's no point in him moving really. And we'll have Deckard do that. Oh yeah, he's still got that key card. That's probably about it. We're going to get one more power. Alright, so that's back online now. So it was, you do it in one turn, then the next turn, and the turn after you have. So you have 2 whole turns of movement with the things disabled. That's the thing to remember. Which makes sense, the figure it says is 2, you get 2 turns of time. I think I might investigate with International first. I think she's got the most interesting location to explore. There's a dude through there. I suppose might be worth getting ready to ambush him. Aha, lots of power and a safe, which is nice. But I don't want to use the safe because it's going to get me, sorry, the console, because it's going to be 5 power and we're at 19, so that'll be a waste. She can only afford to peek the once. That guy's got to come back out, hasn't he? There's nothing of interest in that room, unfortunately, so I'll take him out, but so what next? I feel like Charlem should use the pass card. Deckard might as well explore. I mean, it's not a great location. Let's just take one step into this room and see what's in here. Well, he's just looking at a corner then, isn't he? Let's predict him. Stationary again. So we can walk all the way over here and just see what's... Well, it's not a completely empty thing. Oh God, Deckard's in the worst position in the world now. Alright. Let's grab that card. Go to this door. Open this door. Actually open it. And look through. Interesting. Aha, those are the lethal beams. They do look a lot like the non-lethal ones. And we don't have a power supply for them yet. But this looks like quite a good room. These yellow X's are interesting. This sort of feels like an important room, doesn't it? It feels like that's probably the thing, the objective room. And maybe the power supply is in here or in here. I suspect this probably just leads round to there or nothing. So Deckard's in the worst place. He's exposed and not really in a promising area. But there's nothing I can do about anything. So, next turn. Another in my endless series of critiques on the visual communication of this game. Even though the visual communication of this game is extremely good, it's such a complex game that there's just an infinite amount of stuff to communicate. And like zooming in and vignetting me taking people out, I never missed myself taking someone out. I was never unclear that I'd taken someone out. That was always a big deal. But previously, International was in the line of fire of a drone, and I just couldn't tell. There was some red, like, sort of on her, but when a square is partially filled with red, you don't know whether it's being really seen or not. And hovering over yourself, I don't think it tells you. And the actual fact that she was in immediate danger, if she moved in any way, she was going to be killed, that was not highlighted. Like, she wasn't in red, there wasn't like a skull over her, there wasn't anything to indicate that her next move would kill her. All that happened was the word Overwatch popped up above the drone, but it wasn't clear as what Overwatch. And then in some situations it will be very obvious who it's going to shoot, but in that situation it was not. So she can loot him. Lots of credits. You get as many credits from one of those guys as you do from a safe. We're at max power, so we should be hacking things all over the shop. Luckily, that's just what we need to do. I'm going to hack that camera. Oh, in fact, the alarm... Huh. We only just hit level 1. So firewalls haven't been raised. I guess while we're at it, we might as well hack this one too. I certainly want to hack that shop. And we will want to hack that, but we'll move the demon first. Maybe shouldn't have done that. Well, no. The place it moved to is not a, it might have been the objective, but that's not something I could have hacked before hacking this. I had to hack this now. Decent money, and she can get to the fabricator next turn, so that's great. Sharlam's sort of like, he's found an interesting area, but I don't know what he's going to do with it really. In a way, he might be better sitting on this guy until Deckard gets there. Oh, hey, there's a door there, so Deckard will probably just go through that way. So that weird drone, I don't think we care about it really. Let's go here, because even if that's... Oh, wow. Okay, so it's a console place. And it would be cool to have International hack that. So Deckard can get through here, but only if Sharlam unlocks it for him. So he might as well do that. And we'll leave this guy to his own devices. He's going to wake up. So I want to get International out of there at some point. And unfortunately she's going to have to get past a camera and a guard when she does. Well, not much I can do about that.
Warning. Warning.
We might need to get back to this fabricator. Ooh, what's that? Oh, god damn it, it's still a KO thing. And that's the same price as the one that doesn't drill. So that would let... The only advantage of that would be that Sharlam would be able to shoot an Armor 2 human, but still couldn't deal with Armor 2 drones, or any armor drones. Hologram projector. Fake cover item. Chameleon movement. Effect triggers after the agent becomes cloaked for any reason. So International could actually have that. God, they're so cheap! Why are augments so cheap? So when she uses her cloak, she gets 6 AP. That's fucking great. It would be even better for Deckard, but Deckard doesn't have a free slot. Let's do that. Oh, she could use her cloak to get past that.
Augment installed.
Awesome. So, spending 1,000 on that just doesn't appeal. I need a lethal weapon. That's the situation that works in is so niche. On the other hand, it's not. It's only twice as expensive as recharging my current gun. So when the current gun's empty, I might as well just buy a new one if I get the chance. Throwing a thing to place a fake cover item. I just don't really know when I would use that. Stims are cool. Deckard could use that, I think. He's got speed level 3. I think. Maybe not. He could get it though. We don't really want anything else. But I'm a little bit worried now because I think we're going to go through here, get a blueprint, and then be told to go back to here, and crossing this area twice is a pain in the ass because there's so many things. Things are the problem. No point in her being cautious, really. And let's hack this. We should be hacking anything we want to hack. This thing... I guess we'll just hack the power supply and turn it off. That's the exit, isn't it? So we should hack that now. Because we don't want to wait till these things go up in hack cost. Oh, we haven't used the dagger yet. Maybe I'll use that. Five turn cooldown. If firewalls don't go up till the end of this security level, then that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll nearly be ready by the time we have anything more. I'm going to do it. And the point of that is I can turn off the... No, what? Off, obviously. Okay, that's guy's going to wake up. I need to sneeze, I think. Well, that might happen soon. So what's Deckard going to do? He should go over here, I think. And peek through there. There's fucking nothing there. Oh, there's a power supply. Great. Why can't I hack it? No program equipped, I see. So we can hack it. So we turn that off. And then Shalom can actually unlock that door. And we're going to find out what's through there. Eventually.
There's the lockbox.
There it
If we
is.
can't use the contents, we can sell them.
Well, that's awesome. I feel like this mission type was in the early access thing, but I never saw the, like... I think I might have got a special item, but they never made a big deal of it like this. I'm sort of leaning towards Deckard not really going in there. Because anyone could come from any of those doors. So, International can't go anywhere. Everyone else is all used up.
We're checking things out.
So if that goes up, this guy is about to come through, we don't really know. That guy's about to wake up next turn, fucking hell. International's in some shit. But we know no one's looking at this door. But she can't make it across the gap. Fuck. It could be a serious problem. Deckard could run in and take out this guy, but then we got that guy to worry about. He would get 6 AP for us, so we might be able to drag him away, maybe. That's got a demon on it. So she can't go forwards and she can't stay here. That guy, if we had eyes on that guy we could predict his movements and that would be handy, but we don't. International could just sort of hide. God, it's really hard to get a view of where she is. But she hid there and was in melee overwatch, I don't think. Like, that's not land anyone can walk on, so if he wanted to come here, he would have to go past her. I suppose he could come up there and look there. Yeah. It's not great, is it? Or she can hide in there. That would be fine. Probably. He's not... I don't think he's going to wake up and then rush all over here. Right away. He might look this way, but I don't think he's going to come over. So she can go there. She can be ambush ready. And then we don't bring Deckard through because it's too risky. What does Deckard do then? Does he maybe just explore over here? Because Shalom's the right person to pick that up. We can... Are we going to hack it this turn? Cost us 4. Yeah, I don't see any problem with that. We haven't really used Deckard's Buster Chip, maybe we should do that. Saves us a little bit of power. Saves us some power, but costs us Deckard's turn, really. Maybe more than Deckard's turn. So let's not do that. I should have looked at that door first, shouldn't I? Alright, safe. That's... He could use a buster chip on that. So we are going to do this the normal way. Going to nudge it off with a bull. I think I put that there. I think that's where the one I kicked off went. That's a drawback of the Taurus. It's not a huge deal. What do we get? Please be a gun. Oh, it's a level 3 EMP pack. I guess having 2 of those could be cool. 7 tile range. I mean, that's good for drones. Take out any drone in 7 tiles. And 450 credits.
What was that?
That got their attention.
Oh, for fuck's
Don't
sake.
be there when they arrive.
I keep forgetting that doing anything good now comes with a price. I don't know, do you think that's the existing guards? I didn't mention anything about a new guard coming in. Alright, everyone's done what they can do.
Investigating the area.
Oh, what happened?
Right, we've got a fun situation coming up because this guy throws grenades and they are fucking lethal. Well, they're not lethal, they're actually non-lethal. But the problem with them is that they knock you out, and that's bad. She should go through here. I don't think there's any point in shutting a door. I don't think there's any point in taking that guy out. I suppose, could we observe and figure out where he's going? Because if he's going this way, we need to know about that. No, he's going in that room. That's great. So she's going to come down. We want her down here to hack all this stuff. To tap all this stuff. That's great. And then he's going to buster chip this. Oh, let's check. It's got a demon on it. Fuck. Let's find out what the demon is. Rubik's. Raises firewalls. Fucking hell, yeah. We don't want that then. So we've got to use a bull on it. I think that's fine. We've got very little left to do here. Yeah, okay. Stop switching me to incognito. I don't need to be in that mode. Med gel. You know, I'd be inclined to sell that. Ah, tool safe. Oh shit, he should have saved his buster chip for this. I didn't think we'd hit anything with 2 firewalls. Alright, well, nothing to be done about it now. Why didn't I was going to use take out that guy. My worry is that because there's a suspicious location that he'll throw a grenade to it. We could just shoot him. I don't know, that's a great idea though. No, I don't think there's much for him to do. I think he should stay where he is. Even if he gets knocked out, it's not the end of the world. We've got med gel. So yeah, nothing much to do. Oh, I guess Shalom can predict him. He's hunting and he's going to go that way. Well, if he literally just walks there, that's fine. If he throws a grenade there, it's bad. Ooh, is he going to turn around? Don't turn around.
We're having a look around here.
Alright, firewalls are about to go up soon, so let's... it's going to cost us 6 to get through this one. I have a stupid habit of... Do you think if I turned the death lasers back on, he wouldn't be able to get out? Like, if I'm in charge of the power, doesn't that mean it shouldn't serve the enemies anymore? Either way, Charlem can get out of here easily now. I could go over there, because we don't know what's in that room yet. But actually, International needs to get over here to get some power stuff going on. So maybe she should be the one to do that. Yes, awesome. 4 power from that, and 4 power from that. That's fantastic. That new hacking skill is paying off. And yeah, I'm going to do a full peek. There's nothing in that room. Oh, she should maybe have got out of the way, actually. Yes, maybe she should. Maybe she should indeed. That's all it is. Shall I'm gonna do. I think just hide. Maybe come over here. Yeah, I put international in danger there, really, didn't they? So let's continue with our hack. Got lots of points to do it with now. Shitload of credits. I think he'll stay where he is. Charlotte can come and take the med gel off him. Yeah, not wild about that. I think that counts as cover, so maybe she's okay. Yikes. Glad I shut that door. Alright, firewalls went up. That's the big deal thing. Did I get power? That's weird. Okay, there's only one place left to investigate over here. Oh wait, what? How's he... What is that? What's the arrow mean? Hunting for intruders. It's acting like he's seen someone, it seems. Well, regardless, Charlem shouldn't wait by that doorway because he can't do anything if he does come through. Oh, hello. It was worth waiting. I mean, it was worth investigating. Ah, see, now... Gotta wonder... What would happen if she EMP'd the safes? Is that crazy talk? Actually, these two can't do much. Oh, well... Let's have... Decker can't do much of use anyway. You can see that guy. If we predict him, he's going to come through here and throw a grenade. Okay. It actually tells you about that. That's useful. And throw a grenade at Sherlem, in fact. So... I don't know why he's suspicious. I don't know why he suddenly thinks there's something... Oh! Interest point. Why is that interesting? Because the door was shut. That was the whole point. He would be in much more trouble if the door wasn't shut. But it was shut. So how could... we bring up the walls again. Are these... Are these see-through walls? Are they all fucking transparent? But no, they can't be because it counts as cover. Oh god. Alright, so can I stop him from doing this? If I had a door trap, that would be fucking great. International can just take him out. She can just come up to his side. No, she can't. She can't. She could EMP him. The other thing she could do is use her cloak. How does it work? Gain its effect for 4 tiles of movement. So presumably you can move a little bit, then use it, then move 4 tiles, and then it gets unused. We could just get Sharlam out of the way and just make this a pointless grenade for that guy. And Deckard will... Well, Deckard can just ambush him. What is the problem with that? Let's just do that. And get Sharlam out of the way in case it doesn't work. It's great to know where he's going to throw a grenade. That's marvellous. And I think this thing is completely reliable, that prediction, so we can move International freely, knowing that she's not going to be walked in on. I want to restrict their lines of sight. Obviously I don't want to go into his line of sight. She's not close enough to get a KO, but that should be okay. And then I really want to have her EMP the safe, so that would be so cool. if that works. I wonder if you have to get rid of demons if you EMP something. I love it when they get stuck in like a dead end and just run around it again and again. Oh, he got a massive AP boost. Jesus Christ! Look at how far he can go. That is amazing. That's while encumbered. Look, he can go anywhere. Unfortunately, it's her that we need to actually move. And we shall. And I wonder, so you can see him from there, if she was to deploy that, it would take it out. Fuck it, let's do it. Wow, what a crazy thought. And she's going to be standing on it, I assume it doesn't do any damage to her. Don't know what it would change, maybe neutralize her taser or something. So, I mean, I just feel a responsibility to use this crazy amount of power that Deckard has. I mean, one thing you could do with it is like drag this guy to the ass end of nowhere. Oh no, you can drag him like 1 foot. Might as well though, if he's gonna wake up, he might as well wake up locked in a dumb room. That's what my grandma used to say. Or maybe you should sit on him for this turn. Oh, this guy's got 8 AP, so Deckard could leave and leave him on there. Oh, let's actually switch over that med gel. Because the one man who's strong enough to carry more than 3 items is the one man who has very few items. And we don't need that anymore, do we? Oh god, no. Well, there's no point dropping it, because we don't need the inventory slot. So I had a weird realization about this new inventory system. If you... I'll bring that menu back up just to illustrate. This guy has an extra strength point, so he has 4 more slots. This guy does not have an extra strength slot, so if I put something in that slot, it encumbers him. And somewhere, it doesn't say it on this screen, but somewhere it tells you that putting something in this slot reduces your action points by 1. Now, upgrading your strength increases your slots by 1. Upgrading your speed increases your action points by 1. So if you upgrade your speed, and then put something in that slot, you've effectively got the 4th slot. Because now, if you have 12 action points and you upgrade speed so that you've got 13, when you put something in that slot, it'll take you back down to 12, which is the same thing as just buying an extra slot with strength. And so, but speed is better because if you don't put something in that slot, then you go faster. Whereas with strength, this guy, having that empty slot doesn't help him at all, he doesn't go faster because of that. So the only thing that strength gets you, ironically, is that this guy, if he carries 4 items, he can sprint, whereas Deckard isn't allowed to sprint if he's encumbered. But that doesn't come up that often, so it's just like... I mean, A, it's weird, speed is basically just outright better than strength, and B, it's weird that the one advantage strength does have is it lets you move faster. Like, you can sprint. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing now. I've lost my train of thought completely. I think Deckard's going to sit on this guy. Yeah. And then Charlotte could actually do something somewhat useful if you wanted to. What's our route back? We're going to come out of here, come around here, go through there. Yeah, it's fairly clear, and they're all fucking around in that area. Charlotte could just come out and just kind of be ready to scout it. So this is exciting. Let's find out what happens. They got tased. What I don't know is whether it opens them or whether it disables them, I suppose. They've got something over them. Yeah. Yeah! They're open. Amazing! I didn't even check what they had on them. Oh, I should have checked, because then I would have known whether they had demons. Because, I mean, it would be satisfying to know that they were difficult things to hack and I saved a lot of power. But it would be really interesting to know if EMP bypasses demons, because that's a super useful ability. God, that would be amazing. I'll watch this video back and see if I ever did hover over them. I don't think I did. Oh, so there's something seeing us now. That turret is off, though. Curious. Must be a guard. Oh, he can't peek. Fuck. God, he can't peek and he can't ambush. Might have been a really stupid move. Deckard could leave this guy behind now, but it's all a bit mad, isn't it? I suppose he might as well. hide behind that shrubbery. Alright. So we're locking that guy in that room. Don't think it's going to be a problem. We're going over here. That leaves Deckard closer in case something needs to happen over here. Like maybe this guy comes to this door, sees him, turns around, Deckard runs up here, tases him. Something like that. It's not outside of the realm of possibility. Man, EMP open safes. What a great thing. And we got 2 of them. That's what I was afraid of.
What was that?
I mean,
Investigating.
what was that? Oh, so I think this guy is literally attacking, and these guys are curious about that point. So this is some shit. But Decker can easily come up here and just tase him, but he can't get that far. Charlotte could also just shoot him. What is that? That's run. Right. But that uses ammo, so... Oh, and Deckard, if he does this, will... Oh god, I didn't check that he had a thing ready. He does. Good. He gets 6 AP. So... Both these guys can get straight through here and be well safe. Well safe. International can't. She is stuck. But it's near the end of the mission, so if she did get in an awkward situation, she could use her cloak, which will get her, not only get her past any vision cones, but also give her a bunch of extra AP. So she's certainly going to go there. I mean, she could go up there, but that feels risky, doesn't it? And these guys, we don't need to worry about him getting up really. We're not going to be here for 3 turns. I think we'll have Deckard run through there. We want to vacate this area because obviously the guards are coming straight here. And so he should... Yeah, he can go there. If they come through that door, Deckard can't ambush them because this thing's on recharge. Charlon doesn't need to be near the door because he doesn't have a taser, so he can't ambush them. And if he's standing there, then he can at least shoot them if he has to. So there's nothing more to do, really, is there? Anything to hack? There's no cameras on our way to the exit. We've got all the safes in the world, which is awesome. And the safes are going to reboot, which is hilarious.
Hey, you okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a pickle. That's watched. There's no way to get through this in 4 movement tiles, is there? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So she is stuck there. She could go around here. Through these rooms, but, I mean, to be honest, what does that get her, really? Still can't cross that threshold. I mean, she had all the AP in the world, I suppose. I mean, is she... Okay, let's go here, 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 and not that. That gives her 2 AP, so she went to there, that's 1, and there, that's 0. Then she used the cloak, because it's free to use cloak, and she get 4 movements of invisibility, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And she get a bunch of extra AP, I think 6 extra AP, so she could go through there. But we don't know whether all 4 of the squares are watched. That one's hidden. You know, it might work. I'm not going to do it because it's fucking nuts. Oh. If she ran... If she ran... We don't care that they hear her. Oh, except that they'd hear her all the way, so they'd hear her go through the door as well. No, that doesn't work. Okay, so not running, it's going to be incredibly tight to the point that if I've miscalculated at all, she's dead. And... So I'm not going to do it. That's all there is to it. She can use some AP to observe them and figure out where they're going. He's just going to look at that body. He's coming over here! Interesting! So in a way, it would be good for her to go through there anyway. That would be a better position. So we'll learn something about the viability of this.
Investigating.
Oh, we see their paths change! How great is that? You observe them once and you can predict their future actions even after something else. And that's actually going to distract them so that they are not looking when she wants to go over there. Will she make it in one go? If she can't, she should cloak just to get the extra AP. Which is a weird thought. These guys, they can make it to the exit pretty easily. I'm not gonna go there yet. Or Sharlam's not. I think he's gonna stand there. Or maybe to the side. And then Deckard could... I'm 90% sure everything's safe over here, but he can just hang around and make sure it is. I'm thinking if International gets in some trouble, then the guy with the gun is probably the best one to leave behind with her. I should have closed.
Additional guard patrols. Stay out of their way.
I should have closed the door on the way here because I came pretty close to being seen there. But all worked really well, and International is going to get all the way through the door. Perfect. And she's actually got a taser, so she can wait there in ambush. Which means he doesn't need to hang around anymore, and we are very close to done.
Investigating area.
This was a lot easier than the last one. No sense taking cover right now. We are awfully close to done. International might need to run.
Investigating area.
Well, not need to, but she might as well. Oh no, we're going to use the... she can actually make it anyway, but just for the hell of it, I'm going to use the cloak. And yeah, she gets... So, the question was, we were in a situation where, like, get to a location, and then the next square and the following 3, i.e. 4 full squares away from her position, were all things you need to get through cloaked. Is that the case? It's not. It counts the square you're standing in when you activate it. So when you activate a cloak, you're invisible where you're standing, which is no fucking help to you, because if that was a watched location, you would already be seen. So it's really only 3 squares of movement. You can move through 3 further squares. Wait, that's 4. Why is it only 3 there? Is it because they're diagonal? Let's see, what's our AP? 15. So to go there, takes it down to 11. That's 4. 1, 2, 3. So diagonals count for more? I guess they must. Well, I mean, in a way, that's the same problem. I mean, that has the same effect on that. That plan I was considering would have failed because it was a diagonal she had to go through. So be careful with diagonals because you don't get your full 4 turns. But if it's a totally straight line, then it's true. You can activate it and then get 4 further tiles of movement. But you would have to reveal yourself in that last one. So not so great. So really you'd only ever, in the best case scenario, get through 3 tiles that were watched. Because the tile you're in has to be unwatched for you to get there without already being cloaked. Then the next 3 tiles you can get through, and then the 4th one you're going to have to decloak there, so... Well, let's actually find out. Do you decloak there? You decloak when you leave it, I guess. Yeah, so you can get out of that tile unwatched. Interesting. This is a game where you need to experiment a lot. There should be like a lab where you can test this stuff.
Good hunting, operator. I'm sure we'll put that new toy to good use.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad thing. Whoa, we missed 2 safes? No, we didn't miss 2 safes. We did get 5, I'm sure, and I think it's saying, I think they're dark just because, as it says, they weren't hacked, but we did get their contents, so... actually, that said, I didn't see a second turret. I didn't see a second turret. I'm sure we hacked more than 3... I mean, sure we looted more than 3 safes, though. And it would make sense if it doesn't count EMPs as hacks. Oh, so we got 1,500 money, so it's highly unlikely we got that from 3 safes, right? We didn't get 500 in every safe. Right, our net worth is 15,000, we went up by 3,500 and we gained 1,700 credits. That's awesome. Let's see what our situation is with... Right, EMP pack requires hacking level 4. National can use that for 700 credits. And then she probably ought to upgrade her strength, because we don't want to be... I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Well, no. So we want to upgrade her strength because taking away her ability to sprint seems like a big deal. Yeah. So do you think I should get it now? I mean, then I've got one on a 8-turn cooldown and one on... Wait, hang on. They're both 8-turn cooldowns. Are they the same? No. This one has a range of 7 tiles, that one has a range of 5 tiles. The 5-tile range was fantastic. She was on the other side of the room from those safes and she took them all out. So 7 tiles is really awesome. And imagine if there's that previous situation with the Obaki drone and the Akuma or whatever it was, the really big one. I'm sure she could have taken out both of them at the same time and probably some cameras and safes to boot. You had to raid the safes quickly, but I assume if a safe is disabled then it comes back online, it locks itself again. Yeah, it's going to be worth upgrading that, I think. So 700 for the hacking and then 300 for the strength, so it's around 1,000. That's definitely worth it. Because then I've still got 2,000 to spend on what I think I'll spend it on, which is hopefully one day getting this guy a fucking proper gun.